Hello, hello, hello. This is today's family program, and I'm Dr. Kitcher. We are here once again with you because it's a lovely time to be together and talk about very important things that are needful and very necessary for our progress in life. We have been talking over the past weeks on the theme of releasing our potential. And I have said time and again that there is no man on this planet who does not have any potential. We have defined potential to be what you can do, but you have not yet done, what you are, but you are not yet, what you really can achieve, but you have not achieved yet. And I likened it to a piece of gold that is in the ground, and that in its raw state, it is not having that much value. But the moment you add value to it by turning it into something, a jewelry or whatever, then it becomes something wonderful. Well, before we continue today, I would want you to take a minute and invite your friends, let them join this channel, and please help us by liking and sharing this channel with your friends, because we want it to reach out to many, many people. We started this English version not long ago, and therefore we need to get people aware, because what we share here is very important and it is very, very needful for you to know. Don't enjoy it alone. Make sure you also invite your friends so that they can also be part of what is happening here. Well, as we continue, I just want to remind you that we have spoken about the need for us to be able to relate to the source that we are. And whatever you are, you have things around you, not too far from you, to be able to open it up and develop it. We have talked about understanding how you are to function. So there is the need for you to do some kind of inventory. Look at yourself, find where your strengths are, find where you are able to move and, achieve a lot in a less time, and begin to do, your groundwork by cultivating. Like last week, we were talking about you developing what you have. Don't keep it in the raw state. A tree, in the tree, you can have wood with which you can produce furniture, and then you can do stuff with it. The same thing, we get, so many things, but we have them in their raw state. Your life is not supposed to be a museum. Your life is supposed to be something that is moving now. And then later, when people come and they see what you were able to do with what you have, they will pick it up from there and they will take it to the next level. So never ever think you don't have any potential. Today, we are going to talk, like I said, about sharing your potential. Sharing. Somebody said, caring is sharing and sharing is loving. And it is always good when you can share what you have with others. I know sometimes there are people who maybe steal ideas and stuff like that. So we are not talking about you sending your ideas in their raw state to people. But when you have already nurtured it, worked it out, and had a product out of the potential, then you need to, so to say, take it to the marketplace where people will see and it will meet the needs that they have and they will subscribe to it. And then you will also be fulfilled as well as be a blessing to many. Talking about potential, it is something that each and every one of us must master for our lives, must understand for our lives. Nobody will take you and teach you and say, this is your potential. But your potential will be coming out of the stuff that you do. So maybe you have a potential to really speak nicely and speak well. So you always engage in talking here and there. But if it is meaningless talking, if it is talking that is not bringing anything home, then you are sort of wasting that potential. So what you need to do is to get yourself enrolled, get to a school, maybe of journalism or something, learn how to, polish and also use what you have. And by so doing, you would add value to the gift that you have, and your potential will now begin to serve you as you serve others. This is how life is made. We are interrelational. That is why nobody has it all. I can fix something, you can make something. Somebody else can, think about the concept. Another person can, take it to the market. So you in a company, you have the manufacturing plant, you have the sales department, you have the, advertisement department and different departments, and in each department are people filled with the potential, so that when they all release their potential, life will be easier and more enjoyable for everybody. Imagine if the doctor does not treat the teacher, then his children will not have good teaching. So the doctor treats the teacher is strong, he teaches the children grow up, they become, next level doctors and engineers and everything. And that is how life is. Nobody has every answer by himself. Understand that life is made up of relationship. And we must make sure as we develop and nurture and produce something out of our potential, we should be ready to serve it. This is the basis of life. Well, you are watching today's family program. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and we come to you every week. This program is built one on another. So many times we may not touch strongly on a point that we have made in the previous ones. So why am I telling you this? So you can go back and listen to the previous, topics that we have dealt with. And then if anything is said here, which usually happens, referring to what we did the last time, you will not be left out. Because being left out on such an important time in our life will not be beneficial to you. Friends, it is very important that we continue looking for how best we can serve our potential to the world. Now, you also must be ready to understand that that potential is like a baby. So whatever you produce, make sure it is in the right place so it will not get suffocated, it will not get rejected, it will not get the attention that is needed. You have to make sure that you are placing what you have in a place that is conducive, where it will be accepted, where it will move, and make sure the packaging is good. That is why we all need to add a little bit and piece of something to whatever we have. You don't need to serve what you have in a raw state. I have a ring on my finger, and this ring used to be a chunk of gold. But then somebody decided to make a ring out of it. He made a ring in different sizes, and I chose what was one that I want and that fits me. And it's been a blessing. And I paid for it, and I was happy, and I'm sure the manufacturer was happy too. So potential must be served where it is needed. This is why you need to do a little bit of, market analysis by saying that, wherever your gift is, wherever that potential is, once you get it out, once you prepare it, once you cultivate it, and once you produce something out of it, you must not just go drop it anywhere. You should make sure you put it where it will be appreciated and in return bring you joy. It is the natural law of life. I'm not talking about you going because of getting money, but I'm talking about you going because you have something that will help others. And anytime you help people, if they are genuine and they are real, you don't even say it costs this, but they will show appreciation in some way. They will find a way to compensate you for your time and for your, good product that has helped them. And therefore, you must first go with that idea, understanding that you are here to also be a blessing to many people, and therefore what you have, you will develop it, you will nurture it, you will shape it to suit the society, and then you serve it out there, and people will be having smiles on their faces. Anytime you see somebody you don't know on the street and you give a little smile and he smiles back, like your day is done. And sometimes you meet other people and you smile at them and they just frown. Why? They may be having problems. Hey, do not take your smile where the frownings are. Go where you will be allowed. Go where you will be celebrated. Go where you will be appreciated. This is what potential needs in order to get more. All you know is not all that there is to know, and all you are is not all that there is to have. So please remember that God has given you some potential. Remember that you have potential that you need to use to serve and to be a blessing to people. This is today's family program. If you are here for the first time, I want you to understand this program is built one on the other. So I would advise that you get back and listen to the previous programs. And if you have not listened to the previous programs, but you've listened to some, try and make sure you listen to everything, then you get it all. Also, the good news is that we have this program also running in Russian. And therefore, if you have friends and people who understand Russian, you can invite them to come. And I tell people, hey, you can come there and even learn. You know, when you listen to the language and you listen in English and you go back to listen in Russian, you would find out that there are certain words that you begin to pick up. So it could be a little classroom for you that may not teach you everything about learning language, but it's really exciting. And if you have friends who speak Russian, please recommend this to them, because we want the message to get to everyone. Don't forget also to like and share this channel with your friends. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to call us, write us, connect with us, and as usual, we will send you answers. We believe that every man has a potential, every woman has a potential, every child, every human being on this earth has a potential. But the unfortunate thing is that many people die without releasing, even identifying what their potentials are. This is why we have come to you with this. Next month, we will be looking at a new topic, and it is going to be something wonderful. I don't want to say it ahead of time, but I want you to understand that we are going somewhere in this year. We want to have proper conversations that is going to build not only your relationship in the house, but your life as a whole. And this is why we talk about vision, and now we're talking about potential, and we're going to take it to another level. Hey, when you have a vision, you will know where you got to go to. And when you understand what your potential is, then you will know how well you can do it or not, what you need to borrow, what you need to hire, what you need to look for, what you need to purchase. You get all those things because you know your strength. If you don't know your strength, you will be at war and get surprises very unpleasantly. So it is very important for you to train yourself, to prepare yourself, to gather stuff, and make sure your potential does not stay in your cabinet. Most of you have done things, but you're shy to show it to people. Hey, there is somebody there who would appreciate it, who that will be the only thing that he sees or gets and will be happy about that. So don't be afraid. Open that cabinet, bring those stuff out, wipe off the dust of it, and begin to show it, serve it to people. There is one person out there who likes it. You know, when you ask people, what are your favorite colors? Somebody will tell you, my favorite color is red. My favorite color is mint. My favorite color is yellow. My favorite color is whatever. You know why? Because people are different. So it doesn't matter if your favorite color is green. That means nobody will like white. No. Somebody else's favorite color is white. When you find that person, it's joy. When you find the wrong person, it's not. Well, this is for you. Before we leave, friends, this whole subject of potential can take the rest of our life. I want you to understand that until you reach out within and ask yourself those questions, we started off with the year with, who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? And stuff like that. You will never be able to make your mark. But I want to challenge you, to challenge yourself, to get the best out of yourself and begin to smile all the way. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and this has been your program, Today's Family. We'll see you again after 1 week, and get ready because something very, very important and very, great is coming to you. So we'll see you next week. But I want to wish you a very, very good week, and make sure you begin to serve your potential. Keep it simple and do it with joy. Till I see you again next week, enjoy the rest of your day and see you later. Bye-bye.